Hey guys, what is up? It is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Hope you're having a spectacular day so far wherever you are on this big old planet. Today, I am currently in Northern California, Moraga, a little bit east of San Francisco and Berkeley, here for the summer, and I'm getting ready to go play next 5 weeks or so, 6 weeks, got to get ready to go play the Senior World Cup in Umag, Croatia, representing the United States. Big time honor, really looking forward to it. And same place as last year, was able to captain the team there last year and have the same honor again this year as well in 2019. Guys, something I want to talk about today is the kind of the theme that Jeff and I talked about over at the Gold Ball Hunting podcast today. That is episode number 191. Is it 191? No, I'm sorry. It's 190 is the one that we did today, published over at Gold Ball Hunting. And you can find that over on our YouTube channel or on iTunes and Stitcher as well. But the thing we talked about today was, he and I talk a lot about, you got to find someone to work with on your game. And this, of course, is only for those players out there who are really super serious or committed to getting better, whether you're a tournament player, whether you're a league player, or maybe just, you're a club level player, but you're super competitive and you're looking to get better. And so Jeff and I talk a lot about, look, you got to find someone to work with who really understands, not so much stroke technique, but understands how to play the game, right? How to understand, understands how to play the game, which is much more strategic and tactical about just grinding through forehands and backhands all day long. And so you got to find someone who's got a method, right? Someone who's really got a system, a process for how they're going to teach you how to play the game. And, I remember when I used to work with Tom Stowe, I went up there for, the first time I got to see Stowe, I knew, hey man, I'm in the right place. I'm with the right guy. This guy, and Stowe was a legendary coach, long since, passed away back in 1983. However, coached a lot of great players, a lot of great world-class players. But I knew the moment I walked through that gate, first time I was working with him in Napa, California, I knew I'm in the right place. This guy, and he looked in my game for about 5 minutes and said, you really have nothing that I can use to build on. So if you want to stay here and work on your game, you're going to have to totally give yourself up to me in terms of we're going to rebuild everything. At the time I felt, well, what have I got to lose? Nothing. So I said, let's go. And so for the first 3 months, and I saw him every Wednesday, 9 o'clock in the morning till noon. So we had 3 hours every Wednesday. And I was with a group of 3 other guys, all top guys, right? These guys were on the top 5 in NorCal at the time. And I was like, in the top 500, I don't know, but they were good. They were good friends of mine and they kind of let me in the group. But after about 3 months of working with Tom, I sort of went back after one of these sessions with him and decided that I wanted to kind of shortcut his process. I wanted to see, in today's terms, it's called hacking, right? Well, how do we hack the method? How do we hack the process? And I started trying to, in my own way, kind of hack it, which the next week I went back to see Tom. He kind of like, what have you done to your forehand? And it was kind of like, well, I just was trying a little extra thing. He said, no, you've just destroyed everything we've done for the last 3 months. Stop it right now. And that really sort of really taught me a valuable lesson, is that lots of times we kind of get on this learning and improvement curve, and the curve we would like to hope is a straight line going up, but it's not, right? You go up for a while, and then you maybe come down, take a dip, and then you kind of flatline for a while. And every time I would flatline, I would try to sort of tinker with I shouldn't say tinker, but I would try to kind of shortcut or hack the system, whatever Tom's method was. And it was always a disaster. I always, took a step backwards every time I did that. So the value I want to give you today is a couple things. Number one, if you're the kind of player that's really trying to become better, whatever your skill level is now, if you're trying to raise that up, You got to find the right person to work with. And secondly, you've got to be able to hang in there during those times when you feel like you're kind of flatlining and you feel like, you know what, I want to keep improving, so I better start trying to hack. I better start trying to shortcut whatever system or whatever method that you're involved in. So guys, that's it for me today. Look, a couple of things, two things. Number one, I'd love to read your comments down below in the comment section, either about today's episode or today's live video, or anything else that is on your mind about your game that you might have a question about and you want some help. Just go ahead and drop that down in the comment section, and I promise I will respond to you. The second thing is, if you have any problems, any challenges with your topspin serve, meaning you're either double faulting too often, or your second serve is just going in there and sitting up for that opponent, whether it's singles or doubles, and giving the returner, the big time advantage. I want to help you. Solve that problem. I really want to show you the fundamentals, the clean, simple fundamentals to be able to impart spin with power that will eliminate double faults and also give a nice high kick bounce out of the service box, so that even if they do return that serve, it's really up and out of their strike zone. I've got a full course for how to hit the topspin serve. I want to give it to you free. It is private, so the way you get access to it is just go over to webtennis.com. And over there, just drop in your first name and email address, and you'll get access to that free topspin serve course. With that, guys, I am out of here. Get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. And guys, I think we'll do this again tomorrow.